Hello, Taurus. I'm Catherine Allen, clairvoyant medium and astrologer, and I'm bringing you a 3-card reading for the month of February. So the cards apply to the whole month, and if you're looking for a longer reading just for you, then you can message me below in the comments, either if you're watching this on Facebook Live or on YouTube. Just message me below if you want a personal reading that's longer. But here are the cards in general for Taurus. Just shuffling the deck and we'll start. We also have an eclipse on Wednesday, tomorrow. So you might be feeling some changes. It's hitting Taurus, that's for sure. Alright, so cutting the cards. First card is the Hierophant. Second card is the Prince of Cups. And the third card is Taurus. So this makes for an interesting month. The Hierophant is the card of, the Hierophant can also be the Pope in other decks. So in old times, the Pope was the divine messenger between God and regular humans. And this time, in our day, there could be many people that sort of fill that role, even if it's not your a priest, a minister, a rabbi, imam, somebody that's there to guide you. But in our day, that could be anybody. It could be a life coach. It could be your yoga teacher. It could literally be a professor that you have. But it suggests that it's a time of introspection. It's a time of soul searching and a time of learning. It could also be a time when you're doing a lot more reading, studying, researching on your own independently. The Hierophant is looking for higher knowledge and enlightenment. And it's also trying to deal with his demons, whatever's bothering him. But he has usually enough knowledge or protection to deal with whatever those demons may be. And so you might find yourself over February very introspective. And if you aren't getting the answers you need on your own, you might want to look to somebody that could be a guide, as we mentioned. It doesn't have to be your priest, but somebody that you feel has some knowledge enough to be able to help you. Could even be a psychologist in our day, a Hierophant, you know. The Prince of Cups is usually a younger man, more sensitive and usually very lovely, usually sort of lost, doesn't know what he wants. He's not able to really make commitments. So he's got this lovely boyish charm, but he's not really acting like a man either. He's not able to commit to something and say, I'm clear how I feel, I'm clear what I want, I'm clear on what I'm going to do. So he's one of the sort of frustrating cards in a way, because he's got all the right things, except that he won't quite commit or grow up. So this could represent someone who is younger, who we can't expect to do that. It could be it could be a child or a teenager who's just not at that stage. But if you're dealing with somebody who's, you know, like 25, 30 and older, who's got this going on, they've got some serious emotional baggage to work through. So you might be dealing with this person in and around you, unless it represents you. If you need in any way to look at what's in the way of you committing yourself deeper to people or things around you in a more emotional way. Otherwise, it's someone around you that you might be frustrated by who's not quite ready to do that. Now, the Temperance card is all about divine timing. The Temperance card is sort of an alchemist or a witch. She's pouring one thing and another thing, and then there's a chemical reaction, She's sort of making magic. Or sometimes the Temperance card, you see a woman with a lion. Basically, the Temperance card means that everything has its own timing and it's not up to you. Everything has, like, you count, and what you want counts, but we're always in relation to other people, and so what they want also counts too. And there's what's around us, or circumstance, or other factors that affect the timing of us getting what we want. And with Temperance, we have to realize that everything is a process. One analogy I like with the Temperance card to tell people, it's like, if you want to make a really good cake, you don't just throw all of the ingredients in the bowl all at once, right? And start beating them and expect that you're going to have a great cake. Temperance is sort of like, separating the egg whites from the egg yolks, and making sure they're room temperature, and waiting for the butter to be room temperature, and creaming the butter an extra 10 minutes so it's extra soft and fluffy, because it's going to give you a better result. But you can't bypass the step, the time that it takes. So what do all three mean together? Well, it's a pretty introspective month. It's a month full of patience for you, because you've not only got either yourself or someone else around who's not ready to commit or knows what they want, and you've got Temperance, the timing. So you're unfortunately going to have to be very patient this month, Taurus. That you'd be really wise to sort of look for guidance or meditation or read or take up something that keeps you going within, because you're going to be waiting for the timing of others and the decisions of others a little bit this month. Doesn't mean it's going to be a bad month, but it's the difference between getting in a car and expecting to get somewhere quickly, and getting mad when you get stuck in traffic, and the difference between saying, oh, well, the road's closed, we're stuck here on the highway, what can we do? Well, let's enjoy it. Let's turn on the radio. We're not going to get mad that it's moving slowly. What can you do? What can you do about it? You can just embrace the moment you're in and adjust yourself for something longer. So if you can do that this month, you'll see a lot better results with whatever it is that's creating the impatience. So once again, if you would like a longer personal reading from me about your entire month or longer, in a private reading we can go a much longer time frame. Just give me a message underneath this video, say hello, and let me know, and I will get back to you and we can set something up. So have a good month, Taurus.